Yo, hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing great. Today, I'm going to be covering the UFC 317 along with the other UFC news that we got. There was a couple fights announced, some big ass fights. We got Hamza, DDP, Ilia, Olives. Anyways, yeah, let's get into this shit. Yeah, and I'll just start off with the elephant in the room pretty much. We got Ilia Saporia versus Charles Oliveira for the undisputed vacant lightweight belt, which means Islam Makhachev did vacate the title only like 2 days after coming out and saying that he wasn't going to vacate it and he was going to go for champ status. But like I've been seeing other channels like say, bro, like that shit just doesn't work. It's just not beneficial. And plus there's no way that he would have came back down. Pretty much wash your fucking hands at that fight. I highly doubt we ever see that fight. I've seen like scenarios of how we can get it where Islam loses and Ilia beats Olives for the lightweight belt, but I personally just don't think it happens. I think even if Islam were to lose to JDM, which it might be unlikely, I think JDM's going to be a good match for Islam, but I do think Islam's going to edge it out. Even if he were to lose, I think he's still going to stay at 170. I don't really see a world where Islam would come back down. I don't know though. I don't think it's the same situation as Ilia though, where Ilia just couldn't make the weight cut anymore. I think Islam is perfectly fine making the weight cut. I actually don't know why he wants to go up to 170 so damn bad. I understand champ, but if it wasn't for that, why? Also, yo, with him vacating, I mean, I'm wondering if we're starting to see a age in the UFC where champ isn't a thing anymore. How decorated of a champ do you have to be eligible for champ now? I mean, Islam had 5 title defenses. The only other guy I wouldn't mind seeing is Alejandro Pantoa. I want to see Alejandro Pantoa go up and challenge Merab, but besides that, I really don't think that there's like too many more deserving guys besides Islam Makhachev, so I really don't know why he vacated. But getting back to the actual fight itself, Ilia Saporia versus Charles Oliveira. Bro, I do like this fight. People that are saying this is a better fight, I disagree. I think we needed the other fight, bro. We needed the other fight to see who is better skill-wise, to see who's pound for pound. We were seeing an unstoppable force versus immovable object. I mean, bro, Ilia Saporia's power versus Islam Makhachev is just kind of well-rounded. It's just the whole... He's got like this aura where like he doesn't really like ragdoll guys. He's not like a Hamza Chimaev, but bro, he does dominate pretty much every fight he's in. There's not really too many rounds he loses. You know, he knocks out guys like Volk, outstrikes guys like Dustin, subs guys like Charles, does whatever the fuck he wants to guys like Makano. So I mean, I do think that Islam versus Saporia would have been the better pound for pound skill set fight. I do think Islam would have won that. I do think this is an easier fight for Saporia. I think this is definitely a big sigh of relief for him. I think he can actually take a breath here. And to be honest, bro, rest in peace, Charlie Olives. Hey, G, it was good to know you. Been great watching your fights. Thank you so much, Charles Oliveira, brother. Like, bro, we love Charlie Olives, but man, his time's fucking come. Ilia Saporia, bro, if he's not fucking slumping you out cold, he's fucking you up. He's just outclassing you. That's all he does. He either knocks you out cold or outclasses you, bro. You're getting embarrassed one day, and then he starts sipping tea out on your body. Bro, look what he did to Josh Emmett. Outboxing for 5 rounds. That guy was a horror movie. Look what he did to Bryce Mitchell, too. Fucked him up on the feet, dropped him multiple times, and then subbed him in his own world. Volk, I don't even want to talk about that. Max, I don't even want to talk about, like, fucking hell, bro. And honestly, with Charlie Olives getting, and honestly with Charles getting rocked by Dustin, by Islam, how Islam sub Charles was off the left hook. I mean, the left hook dropped Charles went to the ground, open guard, and you know, Islam locked up the darts. But plus, how old is Olives now? Olives is like gotta be 35, 36, right? And Saporia is this young kid. Yeah, bro, I don't know. I just don't see this shit happening for Olives. Olives is still one of the baddest motherfuckers in the division. I think he could knock out or sub literally anybody besides Saporia, bro. I think Olives literally could still hang with Sarukian. I think Olives could still hang with literally anybody else. Even Makhachev. I think Makhachev is a less dangerous threat than Ilia Saporia right now. Anyways, bro, I do like this fight. I think it's a more entertaining fight. I don't think it's a better skill set fight, but I do think it's more entertaining. I do think it's better for the fans. I just pray to God Ilia Saporia doesn't send my man to death's door, bro. Like, I can't see Olives slumped out cold like that. If Olives does get slumped out cold, bro, I do think he retires, to be honest, which is fucking sad. But yeah, like, I mean, just like that last video I posted, bro, we're seeing a new era in the UFC. Yo, anyways, moving on, DDP versus Hamza Chimaev got announced for UFC 319 in Chicago, and this is definitely not what I would have predicted. I think I predicted Ankalaev versus Pereira for UFC 319. I think that got turned down for scheduling issues or whatever, but anyways, yeah, so DDP versus Hamza Chimaev. I think this is a good fight. I think obviously we've been looking forward to this fight. This is a fucking highly anticipated fight. Dricus is too goofy. I think his stature and his build is definitely going to help him in this fight. I think the strength, he might be able to outmuscle Hamza Chimaev, but I think Hamza Chimaev is going to shoot too low like he does on everybody else. Or maybe DDP by matadoring over by the cage and then opening the door. I mean, it could be DDP by anything he wants to be honest. Real shit though, I could see DDP like getting him down to the ground or maybe reversing some sort of position in the goofiest way. If Dricus does manage to get on top of him, I could see DDP being a little too heavy for him, maybe. Like, just that's definitely an option for DDP, and I do think that's probably his best option, to be honest, because like Hamza's just not gonna strike with you. Hamza doesn't like even take chances, bro. If he can get you out of there early, he's gonna get you out of there early. You know, the cardio is another thing. If DDP can just maintain, just sustain, and just not wear, then I think honestly in round 3 or 4 it could be a DDP easy TKO, bro, easy. But I think in those first 2 rounds, DDP's really gonna have to maintain that gas tank. I know we're seeing 100% oxygen DDP now, but he really is gonna have to maintain that fucking gas tank. In reality, though, I do think this is a good fight. I am excited for this fight. I think we all are. I don't necessarily know who I'm gonna pick now. I'll wait till I guess make a prediction video. It's a really close fight in my opinion, but yeah. Moving into some not so important fights. I mean, they're still big fights, but they're obviously not Ilia Charles and DDP Hamza. We got KKF versus Pantoa, and we knew that this shit was kind of coming for a while, to be honest. I mean, this was in speculation since fucking like January. I do like the fight. I'm not gonna, I mean, there's really just, who else do you really give Pantoa right now besides another Brandon Royval rematch? Or fucking, you can't give him a no cap. I mean, they want him to win, obviously they're trying to push him, but we'll see how that does. We'll see how, if he gets past Royval, because I'm not gonna lie, I like KKF, but I just don't see him being able to fluke the KO here. I mean, because KKF has that like flukish power, but not for a guy like Pantoa. I think Pantoja's grit is just going to be too much for KKF, and I think he's going to show us why being an Uber driver is the best base in MMA. I like Alejandro's Pantoja's skill set. The striking's okay, definitely could be better. The ground game's really fucking good. His forward pressure and the way that he closes the space is definitely a big weapon of his. I do like that. It kind of offsets guys a lot. I do like this fight. I think I'm just going to go Pantoja by decision. I don't really see Pantoja. I can see Pantoja finishing him for sure. Maybe overwhelming him, like I said, with that forward pressure and then maybe volume striking. But really, if it's going to be a finish, I see this shit being a finish on the ground. Because I do think KKF striking can hold up with Pantoja. But I just don't see him being able to like fluke the KO over Pantoja. Also, anyways, what fucking number title defenses is going to be for Pantoja? Like 9? No, I'm just playing. But like for real, this is like 5 or 6, right? I mean, this is a lot of fucking title defenses for Pantoja. After this, Tesot Tyra and Amir Albazi just got matched up, which is good. They both lost to Brandon Moreno and Brandon Royval, so that kind of canceled each other out. They were supposed to both build off of those fights because I believe that they were both undefeated, but now, I mean, one of them is definitely going to get double canceled out for sure and go a little bit farther down the rankings. I got Tesot Tyra in this fight, though. I do like Amir Albazi. I think he's just a little bit goofy and untested. Tesot Tyra, I'm actually a little high on, as you guys probably have seen. I think I mentioned him out in like 3 videos, but fucking, I do like Tesot Tyra. I think he could beat Pantoja. I think whoever wins that fight is Pantoja's next fight, and then after that, if Pantoja wins that, bro, you let him go up to 35 and do champ. Don't fucking vacate Pantoja, because what the fuck? Am I dumb? I think that like moving up weight classes is pointless if you're not doing champ. If you're not holding him simultaneously, because that makes a fucking superstar. What else? Like, sure, you know, being a 2-weight division champ, all right, that's fucking cool, but having him at the same time. 50 G's, baby. Give me my fucking belt. Yeah, give me my fucking belt. When Conor had the 2 belts, tell me that shit wasn't crazy. The fans love that shit. I mean, I don't know why they're not trying to build somebody up, especially if they could do like Ilia Saporia doing double champ or Islam Makhachev doing a double champ. Maybe not Islam, but Ilia Saporia definitely has the charisma for it. I mean, I don't know why they dropped the ball on that and didn't let him go for double champ. I mean, that would have... He could have been a Conor potential star right there. Anyways, back to KKF and Pantoja. I got Pantoja by decision. And since I was already talking about it, I guess we'll do Tesot Tyra versus Amir Albazi. Good fight. I think Tyra's striking is going to be the main game factor in here. I think he's going to be leading the dance the whole time. I think Amir Albazi will back up, and once he kind of gets outstruck, I think we'll go for the ground. Yeah, I think he'll start shooting for ground game. I think Tesot Tyra will stuff that, and honestly, I see Tesot Tyra by like TKO and probably like the later rounds. Just to run through a couple other fights we got Moicano versus Dariush for UFC 317. We were supposed to get this on 311. I'm fucking hyped for this. I like this fight. I'm not gonna say I'm hyped, but you know, I like this fight. Moneyman's coming in there for another W. I definitely think Moicano's just gonna ragdoll Benny. Benny's got good ground game, but to be honest, Moicano could knock him the fuck out. After seeing what Charles Oliveira and Armin Sarukian did to him, bro, I know Moicano really does not have, he's a bit pillow hands, but I can see him knocking him the fuck out. If they can neutralize each other's striking, I think this is just gonna be a big ass ground war. But yeah, we'll see. Moving on, we got Sharipov Medov versus Marc-Andre Bariel. Marc-Andre Bariel just got that nasty fucking face indent KO over Bruno Silva at UFC 315, but I guess that wasn't enough. Now he wants to go take out the bullet's other eye. This guy's actually becoming, he got knocked out twice, pretty vicious, and now he wants revenge. He's seeking revenge on the whole fucking division. He actually, this guy's entering a villain arc. Face indent, spinning elbow KOs. I mean, now he's gonna go rip out the other dude's eye. I don't know which more you want from the UFC, brother. Anyways, I think Magomedov's striking is gonna be a good test for Marc-Andre Bariel. Definitely think it's gonna be too good for Marc-Andre. I think Marc-Andre has the power and just kind of the not like, yeah, he has like kind of unorthodox like stuff. He does weird shit like in clinches. I don't know. He has unpredictable. That's a better word. He has a very like kind of unpredictable striking where you just don't really know what's coming next. Where as in StudyPod Medov, he's throwing in succession and he throws hard. He throws with intent. He throws with technique too, especially the kicks and shit. He's a great kickboxer. And then also seeing what he did to Armin Petrosian, like who does that? He's got creativity too. One eye bandit, but two hands of fury. That motherfucker tell you what. So yeah, I don't know. I do like this fight. I think they're trying to build up Magomedov again after the MVP loss. I think they want Magomedov to win this. And to be honest, that's probably who I'm going to pick in this fight. Fuck, you know what? Yeah, I'm actually going to probably pick the bullet by knockout in like probably round 2. Yeah, and I know nobody really cares about this fight too much, but I saw it get announced today, so I'll throw it in here. I saw Derek Lewis get announced versus Talis and Teixeira, and that's a good fight. Like I said, nobody really cares. I'll probably pick Talis and Teixeira because he's on the come up, and Derek Lewis is a hit or miss kind of fighter. We love Derek Lewis. Obviously, we want to see the post fight. I'll probably be rooting for Derek Lewis, but if we're going like technique for technique, using my fucking brain, I'm probably just gonna pick Talis and Teixeira. I don't think he's some surging contender. I think he's alright. I think he's pretty good. Anyways, that's all I got for this video covering the UFC fight news that we got yesterday. I was at work, or else I would have like covered all this shit yesterday. But bro, let me know what you guys think about these fights. I think they're pretty good fights. I'm not too disappointed. I'm gonna try to keep this video short. I'm really not gonna edit it too much, so sorry if you're here for the visuals. Anyways, yeah, bro, like, sub, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.